So it's March 2020, and the world has just turned upside down. Things are crazy right now. The stores are out of bread and milk and toilet paper? Why are they buying up toilet paper? I looked up the symptoms of this virus. It doesn't have to do with anything that you do on the toilet, so why get toilet paper? This is from somebody using old socks now instead of toilet paper. This whole thing is affecting every industry in the country. Being a wedding photographer, I get to see the wedding industry suffer from it. There are people who are doubting that they can even have the wedding that they wanted this year, having to move it, cancel it, and reschedule. I would hate that. But that's actually what people are facing right now because of the panic, because venues aren't allowed to have large gatherings anymore. It's crazy, and it happened in the course of what, 2 weeks that this really escalated? That's what bothers me, that it happened that fast. But here we are, March 2020, all of us in our own homes, stuck watching YouTube videos, not having anything to do, with no work, and no answers as to how to move forward. I wish I had seen this coming, but I couldn't. But I could have prepared better for times like this where the income wasn't dependable and the jobs weren't coming in like I wanted them to. So here are the things that I've learned from COVID-19 that I wish I had put into place before all of this happened. Hey everyone, it's Joe from Joe High Photography. It's been quite a while since I made a video, but I'm back, and the thing that spurred it on is the COVID-19 epidemic. I'm here because I realized that there are a lot of things that I should have seen coming and things that I wish I had done in advance to prep for times of really low income, because that's what's happening right now with a lot of people, not just photographers, but especially people who are self-employed. In my industry, we're kind of getting screwed because we're blanket swept. All of a sudden, maybe you had year after year of booking weddings and making your income like that. Now you are dealing with, like me, no bookings, and people maybe even not only not booking, but actually canceling or rescheduling weddings that have been booked because people are so scared of what's happening in the world right now. The virus itself is a real thing. I understand that there really are people who are sick, who are in the hospital. I know that there is plenty of doctors and nurses and other professions in the medical field who've seen firsthand that the hospitals are being overwhelmed and all of that stuff. It's not good. I'm not making light of the situation, but it does scare me how fast the fear spread and the panic and the toilet paper buying and the bread buying. Anyways, this is a time of prolonged lacking of income for self-employed photographers is what I'm finding. If you're not a wedding photographer, you might be a travel photographer who now can't travel. You might be a portrait photographer doing events for corporate events. Corporations aren't gonna be having events right now, and it really, really caught everyone off guard. And in all of this craziness though, I'm trying to learn how I can make sure that I'm ready for something like this again. Maybe not another pandemic, but definitely another time of really, really slow business. So the first thing that I realized is that I should have had a larger emergency fund. When you're budgeting as a self-employed person, your income is never, ever the same. It's very fluctuating. Some months it's really high, some months it's next to nothing or nothing. And so you kind of even things out throughout the whole year. You figure out, you look at it at a year scale. But that makes it very difficult in those dry seasons if you don't have something to fall back on. Going forward, I would be like, yeah, next time we need that emergency fund to last us like 3 or 6 months even. So I would have had a larger emergency fund. And if you're in this situation and you can build that up, now is the time to do it. The next thing that I would have done, actually I think I would have done this first. I'm gonna be honest with you, I hate social media. There, I said it. I hate Facebook, I hate Instagram. I know I'm a photographer and I know I'm supposed to love posting and sharing on that. I hate it. I hate the obligation of scrolling through and seeing what's new and liking and commenting and being, I hate that. I really, really hate it. But you gotta do it for a business. That's why I'm on it. But I don't have to do anything with my personal profile. I actually deleted off of my phone the Facebook app. Not that I deleted my account, but just the app that would allow me to go on and do that meaningless scrolling through and seeing all of the fear and all of the panic and all of the pictures of empty shelves. I don't have that now. So delete your social media apps. I gotta wonder if this had happened, this whole virus and epidemic, if this had happened like 20 years ago, would would there be as much fear? Because nobody could talk about it as much as they can now. Everywhere you look, people are talking about the COVID-19 virus. And if it's just not spread as much, ironically, I don't think it would be as much of a problem. There's the disease spreading and then there's the fear spreading. We're trying to maintain the disease spreading, wash your hands, social distancing, but spreading the fear is something that you have absolute control over by not spreading it, not going online and telling everyone how scary it is. Please calm down. So that's the next thing I would have done, is just avoided the fear by getting off of social media as much as possible. The last thing that I would do, and this is a good idea, I think, for anyone, even if you're not self-employed, even if you're not a photographer, it is necessary, it is vital to have multiple streams of income. And I bit my tongue as I tried to say that. And I found out that I couldn't just depend on wedding photography as my sole source of income. And I know that there's plenty of you out there right now who are laid off. You had one source of income, your W-2 9-to-5 job, and now it's gone. And now what? I am going to really work hard to make sure that my family isn't depending on me having one source of income that just never dies. I'm gonna give YouTube another shot. I know that YouTube isn't a full-time income, okay? I know. This channel isn't even monetized yet at the time of making this recording, but I know that you can build it on YouTube, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I've got some things in the works. We're making some podcasts as well. I'm gonna try releasing some other content and see what sticks. And honestly, I might just do it because I'm bored. There's no bookings right now and I need something to do. I'm gonna try sharing some things that I've learned with photography, sharing some experiences, stories, and knowledge. Hopefully you get something out of it if you're interested in that field, or if you just like looking at my face. But seriously, guys, wash your hands, stop panicking, stop telling other people to panic, and don't buy so much toilet paper. Just use the can less. Okay, that was weird.